All right, here we go. Hey guys, how are you? Happy Wednesday. It's one of my favorite days of the week. Thanks for being patient, everyone that's on GoToMeeting, everyone that's on Facebook. We are streaming live also from YouTube. So it's nice. Thank you, Olivia. She said it's nice to see your face. Thank you so much. And I am just super excited. This is by far one of my favorite days of the week. It is Q&A day for staffingpreneurs. It is Wednesday. How's everybody doing? Y'all know I get super excited when I start singing. Let me head over to the chat box. I got a couple little surprises tonight, okay? So I'm going to head over to the chat box, and you guys know if I'm moving from side to side that I am. Thank you so much. She said, I love your hair. Hey, Michelle, thank you so much. Hey, Giselle, how are you? Patricia Alexander. Hey, who's on the line? I got so many people. We got Olivia Lee, LaShawn, Okia. I'm sorry. I hope I'm saying your name properly. I apologize. Michelle. I'm trying to just go through. Who else do we have here? Hey D. Hey Lydia. Hey Lydia. Everybody is logging in here. We've got Amanda, Barbara, Dawn, Deshawn, Giselle, Kimberly, Latasha, Lydia, Maria, Patricia, Ronaldo, Sharon, Soma, Star, Zamora. Oh my goodness, the list is going on and on and on. I just want to say, hey, Latasha, hey, everyone. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, let's just get right on in. Let's dive in. And I have been in so much. First of all, we've got a few props today because I've been kind of getting excited, and it really is all Trudy's fault. So y'all can just fuss Trudy out when you get a chance because she gets me all excited. So we've got the maracas, which we'll be preparing to use tonight when we do our praise reports for all the great things that have happened throughout the course of the week. Also, I have brought some music because some people kind of didn't like my praise report song. So I was hoping we could test a couple of songs out to see what you guys like. So tell me what you think about this. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Hold on. Okay, what about this? We'll let this play in the background a little bit. So we'll keep this going during the praise report. I don't know if for all my old schoolers, y'all kind of know this song right here. Okay? So we've got to have some good celebration music, okay? And so that's something we'll kind of keep going in the background a little bit when we get to the praise report. I also thought it'd be great to kind of get some applauses going on because I'm like screaming at the top of my lungs and you guys don't always get to hear each other screaming for each other. So, woo! We can scream together and clap together. We've got some help there. Okay, I know y'all think I'm crazy. Okay, and thanks, Olivia. I want to just make sure I mention T. We got the new teas that are coming out. We're taking a long time getting on the board. Feel the fear and do it anyway movement. So make sure that you guys get ready to get your teas. Make sure. Okay, now what else? I've got to do my quick article before we dive into the questions. I want to do a couple of quick announcements. How many people do we have on? I think I'm going to save the announcements towards the midsection or the end because I want to make sure that everyone hears all the announcements that we have going on. We've got a lot of great stuff coming in the pipeline for you guys. We also want to give you some updates on the splits board and just different things like that. So please, if you can, stay to the end. I will try not to keep you on this call, for too long, even though it's in my nature to just kind of kidnap you guys. So many articles that I have gone through this week, and I will tell you that one of the bigger things that I'm seeing out there is they're talking about selling. And this is an area where I feel like we have a lot of fear. There's a lot of fear around, selling. This is one of the articles I pulled out of the magazine today. This is called Seize the Seas, how 3 principles can change the way you sell. I mean, like this last 30 days, everything has been about selling because I believe that people are doing it wrong in so many ways. Here you go. This one was I just wanted to mention out of the Staffing Industry Review, September 2016, which I've been pulling a lot of great articles out of. But I'm also was in the CRM, destinationcrm.com magazine, and I pulled this article, which I thought was really cool. And this is when, if ever, will social selling really sizzle? And this, again, is talking about social selling. And somebody brought this up last week during one of my live calls about, how do we sell on social media? And I think that honestly, social selling this is like the third article I've read about social selling in the last couple of weeks. Social selling is where it is where it's at, because that's where you find data, information about the people that you want to do business with. And, so social media platforms have been created to make it they have been created for this particular reason, but they are making it very, very easy for you to reach out to a number of companies and to people in a way where it's not so much of a cold call, but it's really more of a warm call. So I just want to throw that out there. One of the things that I know that you guys, that I'm constantly reiterating over and over and over and over again, is to do your research. I know you guys have a super busy schedule, even in the academy and the manual and the owner's manual, which I think I have a small copy of here. It's kind of ripped up. So this is the owner's manual. Woo! And in the academy, there's the big homework assignment there. Is every day you should be reading your articles. You should be researching your articles. This is imperative. It's imperative to your business strategy. It's imperative to, your candidate strategy. It's imperative to you being valuable to clients and to candidates. If you don't know anything, if you have not, if you don't have any knowledge, people in the business world, your wealth is based on your knowledge. So if you're someone that does not equip yourself with knowledge on a consistent basis, your worth dwindles on a consistent basis. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Okay, so the more you're reading and understanding your industry from a large perspective, the more value you become, not just what you can deliver out of your mouth, but also, and I'm saying speaking face to face, but it's also about how you are, what type of information you're able to support your potential clients, your current clients, and your candidates with, to let them know that you are not like every other agency on the planet. Excuse me. Okay, so I think that that's super duper important to remember and to understand. So I'm not going to go through the articles because we don't have a lot of time, but these are some of the articles that we will be going over in detail at staffingstartup.tv. That is our new YouTube channel, as well as the website will be launched, I believe, a week before October 1st. But we've already started putting the videos up, and we're doing that. We're gonna be going crazy because this will be live on iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, all the great places out there. So I know I said I was going to leave announcements for later, but we'll be talking a little bit more about that and how that will impact your business as a staffingpreneur, for what you're looking to do in the future, for what you're looking to do now, for brand management, all of that great stuff. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. Now, as you guys know, when we do our Wednesday Q&A call, this one is different, a little bit different, because it is open to the public. So hi, everyone who's brand new, never been watching before. If you are on YouTube and you want to participate in the conversation, I am opening up the live chat window. Please feel free to type in the chat box in the live comments. I am here. Thank you, Rashonda, for being here. So that you can get involved in the conversation. For all my staffingpreneurs that are on the go-to webinar, please interact. I feed off of your energy. Hey, Lorraine. And so I need to hear your questions. It is, hey, Jamie, today is your day. This is your Q&A day. We already have one question coming from one of our brand new staffingpreneurs that are starting us out. So this is your day. Any questions you have, feel free to ask. If you are on GoToWebinar, we will pull you on open the mic up as long as you're excitingly, happily, respectful to ask your questions so that everyone can hear and know that I'm not talking to myself, that this is very real. Um, and so after we get done with questions, we will celebrate all failures that we have experienced over the last 2 weeks. If you've experienced any type of failure in your business, we are going to celebrate that failure today because failures, remember, failures are just a way to push you forward, right? Failures are a way to push you forward, to catapult you forward. So we're going to talk about your failures today. We're going to celebrate those. Then we're going to dive in. We're going to dive in and we are going to celebrate our successes and have a great time with that. We have some successes that have already been shared in the members only Facebook group. We will call those successes out today. And any failures, will you guys please start putting your successes, your failures, and your questions in the chat box so we do not miss one. I want to give a special shout out to my Facebook group, the Six Figure Staffing Startup Group. She said yes. I'm going to unmute you. Uh-oh, she's off. Uh-oh. All right, Sharon, if you can get back on, let me know. I would love to hear from you. Sharon had a question. Her very first question was, what kind of write-up is needed when submitting a candidate on the splits board? This is a great question. So first things first, the question really isn't what kind of write-up is needed when submitting a candidate on the splits board. It's really what kind of write-up is needed when you're submitting a candidate, period. Though you never want to submit a candidate to a client without selling your candidate, okay? You've got to sell your candidate to your client every step of the way of this process. And so the write-up, okay, no worries, Sharon. The write-up is your introduction. Now, there is a training module in the training section on Staffingpreneur Splits that states what type of write-up is needed. And Sharon, I would encourage you to go to if you're on the splits board, you should have gone through the training prior to working on the job order so that you'll know what we expect from our submittals. And then that will walk you through the process of how to create your submittal. There is that same module is also in Staffingpreneurs Academy as well as in your Recruiters Owners Manual. And if you guys are not in the academy, you can get the owner's manual on a recruitmentstore.com. That's the letter A, recruitmentstore.com. Okay. Yep, it's just probably a small one, but it's one in there that says the candidate submittal. It's the write-up, so it'll help you there. Oh, no. Okay, good. We'll keep that. I'm going to hold on to that. I see a failure coming in. I like it. Yes. Okay, awesome. We also had another question that came in via email. Giselle, is it okay if I take you off of, hey, Yemi. Hi, Yemi, Ronaldo, Renasha, Maria. How y'all doing? Hey, Tyra. Hey, Latasha. Latasha Sky here too. Hey, Kim. Hey, Gloria. Okay, Giselle, can I take you off of mute? Yes. Okay, great. Hey, Giselle, how are you?
Hey Dee, how are you?
I'm
So happy to
amazing.
be here.
I'm so glad you're here. I'm amazing. Okay, great. You had some great questions, and I really want to answer those questions. Would you like to share with your fellow staffingpreneurs? Don't forget to speak.
Of course. Well, my main problem so far has been HR.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I try to reach out to hiring managers, I am sent out to HR.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you have to talk to HR. Oh, HR is handling that.
Mm-hmm.
So every time I am sent to HR, and I try to reach out to them, which is never possible. I always leave voicemail. And I need a good pitch because so far I'm not sure if I am doing something wrong for sure, but I never get a phone call back or an email back. And I have really, really good candidates when I call, and but it seems it's not interested. I don't know, but I never get my phone call returned. So my question was, if you have a good pitch, or what can I do better?
Okay, so few things. We've got a few things on that. And I think you had a two-part question, so I'm going to keep your line open here. Okay, so first question I want to ask. So her question basically is, I'm reaching out to the hiring managers, and the hiring managers are basically not returning my call. I think I have a good niche. Please put it in the box, Renasha. I think I have a good niche. Okay. I think I have a good niche, but I'm not I'm sorry. Renasha. Y'all tell Renasha stop texting me because because I cannot talk to him at the same time he's texting me, and he's on this call. Okay, so she's basically saying that I have a hiring manager, that I'm reaching out to hiring managers, but they're not necessarily returning. I think I have a good pitch, but they're not returning my call, and they're sending me to HR. How do I deal with that? So first things first, when I hear staffingpreneurs or any staffing agency say they're reaching out to a hiring manager and they're not returning your calls, I have a couple of questions. First things first is, on what level of rotation are you at with your phone calls? Are you on rotation 1, rotation 2, rotation 3, rotation 4? What rotation are you at where they're not returning your calls?
Well, I would say one. It's my first. I'm talking about first phone calls.
Yeah. So listen, it takes people, and I know some of you know the stats, 3 times to remember you've got to connect with someone 3 times before they'll remember your name. 5 times before they'll remember what you're selling, and 7 times plus, 7 to 12, sometimes people say to 21 times before they're ready to buy from you. If you've only made one phone call, you've only done a tiny piece of what of where you want to go. You are building a relationship. So it may not happen on the first phone call. Your job is to reach out on that first phone call, put it into your ATS or in your calendar as your first rotation, schedule your next rotation, and whatever your strategy is, you should be tapping into those connects based on your strategy and your rotation. Meaning, because I know I kind of said that weird, meaning if your strategy says, when I'm talking to CFOs, this is how many times my rotation flows, and this is what I do on each rotation. When I'm talking to executive assistants, this is what I do on each rotation. When I'm talking to CFOs. So you want to look at your strategy and to see where you are, and then put them in a rotation. And then you just keep reaching out to them over and over again. You're going to reach out a minimum of 7 times before they're even ready to buy from you. So first phone call is nothing. Who cares if they don't answer call back? That's not going to stop you from calling back again. Now, the second thing, so the first point of that is you want to make sure that you are putting them on your rotation. I have a stat in the owners. I'm going to pull it out again for my newbies. In the owner's manual. And I talk about how that most recruiters lose because they stop calling clients after the second call, right? And if the client is not even picking up the phone, he's not even remembering your name till the third call, then you're already 10 steps behind the game. Does that make sense? Here it is right here. 85% of all recruiters with a single person, will call a single person 3 times or less. And if they don't get a job order from that person within those 3 calls, they stop calling. Now, if they're stopping the call after 3 calls, and the marketing 101 says you've got to make contact with a person 3 times before they even remember your name, 5 times before they remember what you're selling, and 7 times before they're ready to buy from you, you haven't even gone halfway up the ladder. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's the first part. The second question that I want to ask is, what are you saying to them? Tell me a little bit more about your pitch. Does your pitch sound like everybody else's pitch? or is your pitch different? And then the third thing I want to ask is, do you have a real strategy around how you're reaching out to these hiring managers, or are you just reaching out to the hiring managers asking for job orders?
Well, actually, I'm new here. I'm new with you. I'm learning lots of new things
Mm-hmm.
with your manual,
Mm-hmm.
which I started with this business a year and a half ago.
Mm-hmm.
I made a few placements, but starting with your manual and all your information is like flipping the thing, to the other side. It's completely different. Your approach is totally different. So I am like starting from scratch. So
Hey, Tanya.
I'm learning. I'm very new here, and I cannot tell you right now. I have a strategy. I try to follow all your steps and the rotation schedule and everything. I'm building my target 100 companies target list, and I'm trying to pipeline. But yeah, I'm a little bit anxious. I want things now have to happen, and I always face like HR. I always call and I'm
Yes.
sent to HR, and I never get a phone call back.
Let's talk
That's
about
like
that as well. Well, when you're calling HR, you're their enemy. In most cases. So why would they want to call you back really when you're kind of taking their job to some degree? If they're a super duper large company, then you may be their friend because they need you. But in most instances, the CFOs and CTOs don't necessarily want to outsource this function. They've hired people to manage this function. So if they're in a position where they have to outsource, it's now a whole nother layer on that. So psychologically for upper management and for HR. So keep that in mind. So I would not get disappointed if HR doesn't call you back, even if the hiring managers are saying HR is the person you need to talk to. Really, the question you want to ask is when they tell you, oh, HR handles that, you are supposed to say, oh, so tell me in HR who I should speak to. And when they tell you who you speak to in HR, then when you talk to the person in HR, you let them know that such and such asked me to give you a call, or such and such gave me your information and said you're the person that I should reach out to, so that they can psychologically correlate you with that hiring manager, and they'll be more prompted to potentially give you a call back. But understand, if that's the case and they're not calling you back, you still want to reference that hiring manager that said that you need to reach out to them. But you've got to start developing a strategy around how you want to reach out to those hiring managers. So one, hopefully you've done your background on the hiring manager. You know something. So the piece that most people forget about when they're doing business development is the fact that this person is still human on the back end. So when you're doing your research, it should not just be research around what this person is doing professionally, but do they like shoes? Do they like Harleys? Are they into animals? Are they in? I had one staffingpreneur put on the bottom. We saw that the person we were talking to was into cats. I said, find a funny cat video and attach it to the PS of the email, and they'll respond back because that's something that they like. It's not, you're not selling them, because everything that you're doing, we want to make sure it's not in necessarily a sales type of focus. It's more of a, I want to build a relationship with you type of focus. I want to find out more about your challenges, more about your needs, and it's about building an individual relationship with every person that you're looking to do business with. So I'm going to tell you what works and what works but it takes longer to get in, and then the method that I think from what I'm hearing that you're doing, you're taking the long route. And the reason that I say that is because and I don't know that, so let me not say that. I need to know a little bit more about how you're actually reaching out to the clients. But my question is, what type of value are you giving them when you're reaching out? And it's not just pushing a candidate's resume over. I would never push a candidate's resume. I think it would be 3 or 4 rotations that I would go through before I would start pushing a candidate's resume over to a hiring manager. I need to build that relationship, build the foundation of that relationship. And how do you do that? How do you do it in a way to where it stands out? It doesn't look like everybody else's everybody else's way. Are you contacting them the same way everybody else is? What are you doing differently? Those are things that I just want you to think about as you're doing that. Was that somewhat helpful?
Oh, of course. Yeah. Every single word you say, it's like a totally different business.
Hey,
They're learning
Empress.
like the old way, the old school way,
Yeah.
and with you, it's like starting from scratch again. It's
Yeah.
completely different.
Well,
So
the
I truly appreciate your help.
Well, the thing is that we're, I think I read the stats that, the majority of the working population right now are millennials anyway. And so folks are not looking for that sales call anymore. They're just not. They're looking for something a little bit more. We still call it sales and business development, but people want to build a relationship. The sales calls, the people who catch me are people who know about me and ask me something. Start talking to me about music. Stop talking to me about my dog. Talk to me about recruiting and staffing or marketing and branding, and you've got a conversation. If you call me and you're trying to sell me your latest service, I'm probably not going to have time to talk to you. That's just the bottom line. And for many of you, it's the same exact thing. When you get home and a telemarketer is calling you, you don't have time to talk to them, right? But if somebody's calling you and they're opening up that conversation and they're making you laugh, they're breaking your wall down. They're talking about something that you enjoy. Your wall is coming down. Now you're more open to hearing their sales pitch and or building that relationship. So remember, sales and business development is 100% about relationship building. And you should be building relationships in many different facets of this business. So again, your strategy should include your hiring manager. If you should and I mean, and this is Q&A, but I just want to see if I can pull this out a little bit. Be strategic with this. I don't know how much you guys can see, but I'm going to just try. Do y'all mind if I go to the whiteboard just a tiny bit here? Is this too far away or can you see this? Can you see? Okay, so for instance, Giselle, when you're talking about creating this strategy, right? I want you to think about so something like, here's my hiring manager strategy. Well, what if the hiring manager sends me to HR? Okay? So then you should have a strategy for HR at that point of what you're going to tackle next, right? Okay. So what if the hiring manager sends you, wait a minute, to the CEO or C-level? You should have a strategy for that. What if he sends you to the EA, the executive assistant, to get there? You should have. So when we talk about strategies, do you guys have actual strategies around your business, around where you want to be? What's going to happen? If I reach out to this hiring manager, what can he do? The only thing he can do is send me to HR. He can send me to a C-level executive. He can send me to the EA, or he can send, and C-level executive could be the CEO or the CFO, or he cannot respond to me, or he can meet with me. But I need to know what I want to do in each and every one of those scenarios. What do I want to do in each and every one of those scenarios, and how do I want to maintain those or develop relationships for those spaces? So my question is, do you have a strategy that way? And I'm not asking you specifically, Giselle. I'm saying to everyone on the call, have you thought about that strategy when you're talking about business development? Okay, yeah.
That's why I want to have a strategy, especially for HR.
Exactly. Because HR can be your friend, especially when a hiring manager has directed you there, or when a C-level executive has directed you there. Then you can kind of manipulate your words just a little bit, right? So that they understand that this came from someone in your organization. I'm not just cold calling. Hey, I just talked to Dan Robinson and Dan told me, you know what? I need to give Jane a call because Jane can definitely assist me with where I'm going. Listen, Jane, Dan and I have been talking about like really keep Dan's name out in the conversation. It's like a psychological programming. It's the same thing that they do to us on television with the commercial. It's the same thing. So you've just got to take that and use that and kind of incorporate that into your thought process. Don't lie, Okay? Don't lie, but be strategic in the words that you say and how you say them. Is that the best way for me to say that? Okay.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Dee. I really appreciate your help for
You
this.
had another question. You want to ask your other question?
My other question, let me remember what was it. Oh yeah, I remember the other question.
Okay.
Well, I live in Colorado.
Yeah.
Here, the food industry and healthcare are really, really hot, among other niches, of course. And I never been in my life, neither in the food industry nor in healthcare. And I was wondering if it is possible to start a niche in an area where you've never been before. If there is a way to learn a niche, a market, and to start a niche there, or it's better to stay away.
If you have the bandwidth, of course. If you have the band, I say that if you're by yourself in this agency and you have the bandwidth and you have successfully mastered your current niche, go for it. If you
Oh, okay.
if your current niche has not worked just yet, I would say there are only a few reasons why you want to step away from your current niche. And in my opinion, the reasons that you potentially may be thinking are not good enough to step away. And so I heard you say something that was super duper key. You was like, I want it now. I want it now. I want it now. And I'm going to just tell you
Yeah.
from experience, the worst relationships take place when they happen now. When you don't take the time to get to know someone. And, so just keep in mind that, and I'm not going to say that for all, because some of you I met one time and you and I are very close. But there are hiring managers that I've met and I've done business with on the first phone call, and they were like the clients from hell, literally. Like, oh my gosh, this is not even possible. So business development is not just about you getting business. It's about you finding a match between you and that client as well. Every client is not going to be a great client for you, right? So, and I say all of those things because I don't know if you're saying maybe I should try a new niche because this one is not moving fast enough. And if that's the case, then I wouldn't want you to start a new niche just yet, because you're not far enough along in your rotations to see failure just yet. Does that make sense? You're only on phone call 1. You haven't even got to phone call 7. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. I'm so thankful that you're here. Let me see if I can get some applause here for you just being here and participating. I love that. All right, I'm doing something here with my applauses, y'all. Okay, thank you so much, Giselle. I really appreciate you so much. Okay, great. That was Giselle. She chimed in. She's a brand new staffingpreneur. Great love for her. The questions are rolling in. We've got a question on YouTube. It says, you have so many helpful resources. Where should I start? I'm in the beginning of my staffing journey. I believe I found a niche that would be successful, actually trying to pick between two. I would say start at Staffingpreneurs Academy, because there is it's just tons of information out there to get you started and even to help you understand your niche a little bit more. And you'll have access with the academy. You'll have access to be able to come in and to bring those questions, like those types of questions, here in our Q&A call. Today it's a little bit different of a format because it's open to the public. When it's just us, then we can be a little more intimate about our questions, and I can take as long as I want, right? So keep that in mind. Also, you have the support of the Facebook group, which is phenomenal. We have three major Facebook groups, but the main one for Staffingpreneurs Academy is one it's just so much love and energy and activity and support and motivation. If you're starting a business, you definitely want to be in a community with people who are, kind of cheering you on through the process, even for little tiny successes like Manjeet, I don't know if Manjeet is watching this, but I want to just start, just really quickly, cheat a little bit, start the successes, the praise reports. Manjeet has been working on his business. He's been having health issues. He's bypassed his health issues, and he officially rewrote his first set of job orders, posted them, got his first candidate to apply to one of the positions, and he texted me and went crazy. I actually got a candidate. I talked to a candidate. I spoke to the candidate. Like, it was his first encounter. He's a nurse. He's never done this before. So that may have been something so minute to some people who are doing this on a consistent basis, but for him, that was a major success. So those are the types of things that we, celebrates large to small. And Rashonda, I hope that kind of somewhat answered your question, about where you want to start off. Your niche is definitely the necessity, and then you'll start diving into building the business, branding the business, and really getting into the building the strategies for the business. Hey, Ernest, that's great. And stick around. I'll tell you where to go. You can start with staffingpreneursacademy.com, but I'll actually put it up for you. Let's see. We've got more questions. We've got some failures in the box. We've got some successes. Where can we find the rotation training in the Basic Plus? The rotation schedule is in 3 different places. So and I'm in Staffingpreneurs Academy right now. If you go into, I'm moving my Facebook around here. If you go into the video modules, and I believe it's in step 4 or step 7. Let me just see. There it is. It's in step 4, step 1 of step 4. You have it there. There's a sample copy of the rotation schedule under the digital downloads, under the bonus material digital downloads in your contracts and fee agreement section. You'll see the rotation schedule there. There is also a rotation schedule in the manual on page. You working me right there. I appreciate that. Who gave me that question? Maria. Maria, I'm checking you out. You're working my mind over here. I'm going to tell you what page it's on in the manual. And I'm going to tell you that rotation schedule is like going to be your best friend. It really is your maker or breaker. I can pretty much tell when they're talking, I can always tell where they are based on how they're utilizing their rotation schedule. Notice the first question I asked Giselle was, what rotation are you on? This is page 86 in the manual. Page 86 is a sample copy of the rotation schedule for anybody who wants to see that or doesn't know. For anybody that's been in my academy and is looking to do business development and you guys are not using the rotation schedule, shame, 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 shame. This is what's going to make or break your business. So please make sure. Okay, great. Ernest asked a great question. He says, what's a rotation schedule? A rotation schedule is basically a calendar schedule of tasks and or events that you want to take place when you're looking to build a relationship with someone, with a potential client or a potential employee or applicant or candidate that you want to place within your business. We're talking about starting an employment agency, a staffing agency, a recruitment agency, right? So the big question everybody is always asking is like, how do you get the clients? Well, it's all about your rotation schedule. When you are building relationships, one of the first things sometimes it just takes time, right? One of the first things that you want to do is to start figuring out how you want to reach out to those people. And if you stop at a certain point, then you're not really giving yourself an opportunity to win, because building a relationship takes connects. And when I say connects, it's touching that person, allowing that person to see your name, to see your face, to see the content that you're posting, to see your company's name. It's a memory thing. The more they see you, the more they get familiar. I know. Let me just give you a great example. Beyonce. I don't listen to mainstream radio anymore, but I'll never forget, like, for at least 2 or 3 years, this chick had music on the radio every third song, every day, 24 hours a day, to the point where you didn't like it at first, then it became your jam, right? Anybody, do y'all believe with y'all? Anybody feel me on this? And then you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sick and tired of hearing this. Has anybody experienced that? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But even if it's not Beyonce, you know, it's some artist. And it's almost like they kind of put this person on you because it's constant and constant. That's kind of what your rotation schedule is. Y'all are quiet. Does anybody experience that with music? Who's on my call? Y'all are quiet on my... Gloria, have you experienced that? Jennifer, hey Jen, have you experienced that? Kelsey, hey Kelsey, have you experienced that? Anybody? Oh man, y'all some quiet folks today. Okay, great. That's what I'm trying to hear. Yes, of course. So that's your rotation, Ernest. That's your rotation schedule. Y'all gotta get y'all fired up over here. All right. Okay. Oh, it's Lorraine's daughter. It's nice to meet you, Lorraine's daughter. Thank you for being here on behalf of your mom. Soma said, this is awesome. I love it. Different audience, different strategy. That's correct. My baby is wanting to say hi for so long. I finally let her. Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate your attendance. You're welcome, Ernest. Deshaun. Okay, so Giselle, Deshaun James Deshaun, what's your last name? It's like a double. Gilliam, Gilliam. She wants you to contact her. She is also in Colorado, and she has been dying to start a Staffingpreneurs Colorado group, but nobody has been in the Colorado space. So Deshaun, please, Giselle, please reach out to Deshaun on the Staffingpreneurs Academy group. Her name is Deshawn, Deshawn. And it's Giselle. Y'all reach out to each other because y'all in Colorado, and we can get a Colorado group. One of my business partners lives in Colorado, so I'm there quite often. Wait a minute. Yes, Trudy's here. Woo! She said, hey, D, I'm here. Okay, so Gloria, I'm still trying to get info on how to open the basic training package. What do you mean how to open? Email me, Gloria, I'll send you a new username and password, or reset your password at the end of class, because you should have access if you've paid for it. And okay, great. She said she messaged you. I'm so behind. Okay. Okay, also I'll be signing up for my Facebook page tomorrow. How do I connect to the community? So when you log into Staffingpreneurs Academy, Gloria, you'll see a tab that says, it's right here. It'll say join Facebook group. And then you can just click on that and it'll take you right into the link to join the group. Okay, great. Yes, reach and frequency. That's exactly right, Maria. Okay, Kelsey said yes, D, and that's when I do not listen to it. She said, I'm not listening to that craziness where they try to push it down your throat. R and F helps us build the connection. That's right. Reach and frequency. Hey, Jennifer. Gloria says, I love music, but I have not experienced. You have not experienced where they go ham? That's crazy. Her name is Deshawn James Gilliam, Giselle, but she says she reached out to you. Okay, we ready to get into our praise reports? Yes, Trudy, you know we're on fire over here. Okay, so let's get into our failures first. I want to move. Let's get into our failures. The first failure that I saw in the chat box that we're going to celebrate here was, Maria says, D, I sent a LinkedIn reach out note to an A-list candidate with a typo. Boo! Oh, let's give her some love. Woo! We don't do boos. Woo! Okay, wait. Let me get my, hold on. Let me get my thing. Y'all know I'm gonna be obsessive. Woo! Yes. All right. Now, Maria, I don't even have to ask what you learned from that, because it's obvious that you already know, hey, I need to step back and take a moment. I know we're moving fast, but we need to take a couple of seconds to reread my email before I send it out to make sure, because first impressions are everything. Is that correct? Maria, can you want to speak on that just a little bit? She seemed like she was in her feelings. Let me see. I unmuted you. Maria, you there? Can you hear me, Maria? I don't know. I think I lost her. Oh, okay. I'm going to mute her back. I didn't get her. All right. No worries. Well, Maria, it's okay. I couldn't hear you. I'm going to do it one more time. One more time. Let me see. Maria, can you hear me? I've unmuted you. No. Okay. That's all right. Well, Maria, we're celebrating your failure. Sometimes we all have typos. The idea, the thought process is definitely going back in and double checking your work to make sure. It just takes 2 seconds to reread before you send it out. Sometimes you may have to send it out to somebody else and ask them to review it for you, just to make sure that everything, but especially if you don't feel like your grammar is good enough, okay? All right, we've got another failure here. This is from Trudy. She says, failure, submitting 3 candidates to 1 job order and all 3 were rejected. What kind of feedback can I get to move forward with more success? First things, let's celebrate her failure. Woo! Yes! Yes. All right, because you cannot move forward until you recognize the failure, embrace it, and move on. Woo! I got excited right there, y'all. Okay. Now, that was a great question. What kind of feedback can I get to move forward with more success? And that's really the question that I would have asked the hiring manager. What kind of feedback can I get to move forward with more success? Because with every candidate that was submitted, that hiring manager should have given you some type of feedback back on why they were rejecting the candidates. And then as you were submitting more and more candidates, you were maneuvering that, your search based on the feedback. But did you submit all 3 candidates at the same time? Oh, okay. So it doesn't matter of where it was. She said it was on the split board. It doesn't matter. Did you submit all 3 candidates at the same time, or did you submit them after the feedback? Okay, yeah. So what I like to do is to submit my first candidate and start working on my second and third while I'm waiting for feedback, and then still submitting. So I'm not saying don't submit all at the same time, but especially when you get to that second candidate, we've got to get that feedback. Now, did the hiring manager, you did it at one time. No worries. There's nothing wrong with that either. But that just means that when you do it all at one time, everything is predicated on that search that they have. So you'll hear me talk. And I don't know, Trudy, if you were around at this time when I talked about that, but we went into, and I'm just going to split this in half right here. But when we talked about that search, that submittal process, it was like a 5, as a matter of fact. Let me just see, because I think I have it here. We talked about, hold on. Let me see. Talent pool, LPN, RN. Here it is. Oh, wait. Let me just make sure. Candidate control. We talked about this on splits, where we talked about getting to the client. Hold on. All right. I'm going to have to rewrite it out because I don't see it. Boo. Y'all know my mind. I must have a strong... Okay, so I don't see it on here. I thought we had it on here where there was the 5 actual places. Okay, yeah, no, it's not on here. That must be another one. Okay, so when you're submitting, you've got, and I apologize because I just wanted to make sure really quickly, but when you're submitting, you're talking about, you submit that first candidate, so we just say like that first candidate, right? And I know my handwriting is crazy, and then you kind of wait for that feedback. And then you go in and you submit your second candidate. Hopefully, if you got good feedback on the first one, then you could submit your second and your third candidate based on that feedback that you got. And really, you're probably going to submit a fourth candidate because that first candidate is kind of your test candidate. Is this really what they're looking for? Are they really looking for this type of candidate? And then when they say, oh, this candidate looks good, then you know you're right on path, and then you go in and you start submitting your second and your third candidate. But if they say no and they tell you the reason why, then you can go into, you're going to start your three candidate submittal process over again with the new search terms, right? It's because there's two pieces to this. And then if you screw up on one of these, then you submit your fifth and final candidate. So if you do it that way, it'll make it a little bit easier. Sometimes it's what we consider to be our test candidate. Hey, Shalonda. The other part of that is, and I know you know a lot of this, Trudy, because you've been around for a while. Another part of this is that, and I don't have to go through this with you in particular, Trudy, but this is for all of my newbies that are out there, because I'm watching the submittals and Amanda sees the submittals and we meet every day, and we notice that some of you are not even like looking at the qualifications and the notes to see specifically what the hiring manager is asking for, and then taking those requirements and turning them into questions and screening your candidates from that perspective. That is a win-win proof way of winning the submittal. And then actually taking that write-up and the feedback that you, that information, and putting it in your write-up and making sure the resume reflects that. It's a little more extra work, but it's going to show the hiring manager and show the recruiter blatantly how that candidate is a match. And the thing is, as recruiters, if we don't take the time to blatantly show how that candidate is a match, based on what they're asking for in the qualifications, what they're asking for in the notes, the top 3 things they're looking for, then they're going to look at it and say, this person's not a match. And they're going to keep it moving on, because it's our job to show them how that person is a match. That's why that submittal is so important. Okay. She says, I wanted to close the job order with my candidates so my candidates will have a better chance of being interviewed. And I totally get that. But I don't want you to give up on the position. What I want you to do is to go back and ask for feedback on all 3 candidates, why all 3 candidates was rejected. Then go back and refine your search, because even now you've actually kind of made it easier for yourself, because now you're going to see what's wrong with all 3, and it'll allow you to really pinpoint what that hiring manager is looking for. The Splits board is nationwide. There are positions all across the country, Carl. Okay, great, Trudy. You're awesome. That's great. Woo! On her failure. Woo! Okay. I know she wants that praise report song, but I'm going to get that in when we come back. Okay, good. When we get that. All right, what time? Okay, I got a couple of more minutes with you guys. We had another failure that came through. Hold on. Okay. I created a social media, posted a dozen places, and had a typo with my phone number. Had to redo everything. Lesson learned, triple check every single detail. Woo! Where's my applause? Where's that? Yes! Yes! Let's celebrate that failure. Okay, here's yet another. This was Barbara. This is another example of where we're not proofreading. I did that today, actually, Barbara, the same thing on the graphic for tonight's call. I spelled academy wrong, and I had to go back, delete my post, and then repost them and put it in there right. And so it's something that happens, but we do have to double check, triple check, got quadruple check, all different types of checks, because people are watching. And I'm going to tell you something for everyone who doesn't proofread. When I first started tackling Twitter, which is like a cool platform, social media platform, there is a grammar bot out there or a grammar checker, and I was like putting posts out there and wasn't double checking. And this guy came out and tweeted me. It was like, at #1 networker, you misspelled. Your grammar was, out on for all of Twitter to see. I was appalled. I was like, I cannot even believe, and so I was super duper. I was super duper embarrassed, and it really made me step my game up because I was like, they are never going to do that to me again. And they were rude, just so you know. They were super duper duper rude, like letting everybody know. Okay, so I hate that. Maria says, thank you. Yes, the basic criteria for the job description is what we must use to sell and close our submittals. Exactly. Kelsey said, great feedback on that, D, regarding Trudy's failure. Thank you, Kelsey. I appreciate that. Trudy said, whoop, whoop, Grammarly. That's exactly what it's called. It's like Grammarly or something. Or is that the website you use to check? Because there are websites you can go out there and just paste your stuff in there, and it'll tell you whether your grammar and your spelling is right. So you guys might want to make sure you double check. I thought I saw Pam on here. I would love to see Pam on here. Okay. Hey, Doreen. All right. So awesome. Yeah. Grammarly. Okay. Yeah. Jennifer said, yeah, it's Grammarly. Grammarly.com, everyone is saying. So Grammarly.com. So to kind of help you out. Did y'all hear that, YouTube? Rashonda Day, only one. All right. Great. All right. Awesome. Now, do we have any more failures? Can you start putting your successes in the box, please? We are shifting over to success time. Success time. Success time. Okay, I'm getting to it. I'm having too much fun. My daughter just walked by. I was like, oh, here she go again, lady. Yes, Trudy said praise report. Praise report. Woo! Hold on, I gotta get my applause. Woo! Where's my applause? All right, now, yes, y'all feel that energy? Woo! Let's get it fired up in here. It is praise report time. Yes. All right, Amanda is probably over there cracking up right now because she always get off the couch like, D, you are crazy. That's okay, Amanda. I'm not worried. Amanda's coming on. She's going to come and talk to us in a little bit later and give us some updates on everything as well. So y'all stick around. I'm not going to keep you long with these praise reports. Whoop, whoop. All right. Let me just make sure I got everybody's failures. Who is? I don't know. Hold on. And did I miss anything? I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. I think we did good. I think we're all covered up on our failures. All right, let's talk about some successes here. Whoop, whoop. Who's starting us out? First or second? You know I'm an Aquarius. Thank you very much, Rashonda. I am literally like the best sign in the world. Y'all better not fight me on that one, okay? Trudy is singing praise report, y'all, just so you know. All right, so Tyra says she is working on her third submission right now. Praise report. Woo! Oh, that was celebration. Hold on. That's not the one I wanted. Yes. Woo! Tyra! Praise report. Woo! Y'all should see my feet going like that. Oh crap! Get on, Tyra. She said that's just for today, D. I'm just getting warmed up. She said. Yes, Tyra. I love that. Yes, she said she is just getting warmed up. That's what I'm talking about. Let me just see. I love this. Y'all are just so funny. Okay, Tyra, congratulations. That is an amazing praise report. I am so excited for you. Let's just see. Oh my gosh. Here we got another great praise report. I'm going to start the claps now. Soma submitted her very first candidate today. Woo! Hold on. Where am I? No, I need a little bit more for Soma. What we got here? Yes! Woo! Praise! Report! Woo! Yes, Soma. That's what I'm talking about. Stepping out of your comfort zone, submitting your candidates. If you don't have any submittals, you're not going to make any placements. Without submittals, there is no placement. Okay? Without submittals, there is no placement. So if you're doing a whole bunch of things and never getting to the submittal place, you'll never have any placements. So that is awesome, Soma. You have taken the first step. I love it. Special love. Woo! Yes, I'm going to be hoarse. Larry, can you bring me some water, please? I don't have any more water. Oh, thank you. All right, now, woo! Got some water in, yes. Now everything is still going. All right, we've got another praise report here. Shalonda says, I found out from my bank that they were hiring and I got the hiring manager's info. I'm working on a submission tonight. I reached out to a candidate that I found on Craigslist for the CNA position. I reached out to her and she's emailing me her resume. She is working on her submittals. Hiring manager contact. Woo! Praise. Report. Woo! Yes, Shalonda. That's what I'm talking about. Woo! Yes. I'm gonna put some music in the background. We need some good, just something a little bit light in the back. While we doing hey. We're gonna have some fun here tonight. All right. Thank you. All right, I like it. Now, who else do we have here as a praise report? Woo! Celebration! Y'all see me pour my water like it's wine. Okay, here we go. Shalonda is dancing, y'all. Oh, yes. All right. Let me see if I can turn this down just a little bit. Okay, so now Michelle and Albert Rhodes have a candidate in the final stages of the process on the splits board, awaiting background check to come back. Woo! Praise! Report! Woo! Yes! We are talking about a brand new placement on the splits board. Michelle and Albert Rhodes got into it. They decided they were going to go in working. They submitted their candidate. Albert has been calling in saying, hey, my candidate is doing this. We need to try to get the hiring manager to move. He put put a little fire under Amanda to push the hiring manager. So she put fire in the hiring manager's butt, and the candidate is moving. That is excellent. Woo! Yes, give us some love and some congrats there. Yes, everybody is singing. They said, excellent. Trudy is on point over here. She is just cheering everyone on. I love your camaraderie, Trudy. Thank you so much for that. Just for sharing. Shalonda said her baby is over there dancing too. I got her pumped. I'm over here like on fire for real. You too, but y'all having a good time. This is where we celebrate all the successes that are taking place in people's staffing agency businesses. Hello. High five, y'all. High five. High five. High five. Woo, 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 woo. Y'all not amped up enough for me. Are y'all amped up tonight? Where's this energy? Yeah, thank you, Giselle. High five. Thank you, Soma. Yes, that's right. Hell yeah, Trudy said. That's right. We want to have fun when we're doing this business. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is a real good one. I got to stop the music for this one. Maria says, I got to get my applause ready because this is a good one. Hold on. Maria says, D, after our one-on-one and you helped me to see that the client brief was the most important thing. How could I forget that? I called my client back and scheduled a call. We spoke 1.5 hours. Woo! Yes! Woo! Praise! Report! Woo! Yes! Yes! I gotta put some extra energy out there. Yes! Yes, let me tell you, those one-on-one sessions with me are so awesome because sometimes we forget small things. And just one little small thing, you switch it up and you put it into play. Hey, King Caesar, how are you? You put it into play, into action, and then you have something different. You've got a great result. Say hi to everyone. You're going to say hi really quickly. Stop kissing me. Say hi. Say hi, staffingpreneurs. All right. There you go. All right. Lyric, come get your dog. All right. Because he'll be in here trying to rip everything up. Like, oh my gosh. All right. Everybody say hi, King Caesar. Okay. All right. So great. What else? That was awesome. That is awesome, Maria. I'm so glad to hear that. Keep that relationship going. Keep that relationship going. It's going to be so important. Oh, here's another y'all got praise reports like crazy. Oh my gosh, here's another one. Tayana's second placement just started yesterday, and she loves her job. Woo! Praise! Report! Woo! Yes, Tayana! I love that. I love it, love it, love it when a candidate loves their job. That is why we are in this business. Hello. That is why we're here to match great employees with great companies and great job opportunities. Okay. Oh, Maria, she's finishing hers up. She says, D, not only did she talk to the client for 1.5 hours, but he reactivated the search and they are creating a custom method for this particular search. Now he returns my emails and my calls and schedules official time for me on his calendar. She says we are building trust and rapport and developing our rhythm. I am saying, Maria, get it in. Yes, get it in, Maria. Woo! Yes, get it in, girl. High five with the maracas. High five with the maracas. High five with the maracas. No, for real, Maria. You really took that thing to, and I'm going to tell you guys, she had a client call, and she didn't do the brief or the debrief. And in order for her to really understand what the client needs and what the client was missing, you cannot forget that process. You want to talk to the client before the interview, and you want to talk to the client after the interview process, and just ask questions. How did you feel about the candidate? What did you like about the candidate? What did you dislike about the candidate? What did you want to see differently? You understand? And those questions are in the Basic Plus package under the digital downloads. They are also in your manual, which you can purchase on the letter A, recruitmentstore.com. to get a copy of your manual, digital copy, and or you can get a hard copy mailed to you. So I just want you to just keep that in mind. And I just reminded Maria of that one simple thing, and it just changed everything for her, and I am so thankful for that. So Maria, again, woo! You do it, girl. That's what I'm talking about, really getting it in. All right, let's see. Who else am I missing? Woo! I'm on fire. Trudy has been dancing and singing. Trudy, are you out of breath? Because I'm out of breath, girl. Soma says, see, D, I am super duper excited. Olivia, somebody said it and I did not. They said it. Giselle said, oh my gosh, I'm loving her energy. Giselle, this is me all the time. You don't even know. Oh, Trudy. Oh man, Trudy, this is awesome. Okay, so hold on. I'm going to go back to yours. Trudy, where's your praise report? I see it here. Okay. All right. So we're going to do that. Okay. So let's go in. We've got 2. We're going to do Trudy's. Amanda's got a praise report. Let's see. Who else do we have? Woo! Yes. Lorraine said my praise report and failure. Okay. All right. So let's start with Lorraine and then we'll go backwards here. Has anybody seen my Constance? I miss Constance. Can somebody tell Constance we love her? We miss her. And please, I appreciate you guys. Okay. This is Lorraine. My praise report and failure. I have incorporated a guardian angel into my life, and I hope she knows who she is. But with her watchful eyes, I have made 5 submittals, and I feel great about my write-ups because she helped me to overstand. Girl, I'm about to come through this daggone camera and kiss you and hug you. Huh? Okay? Because she helped me to overstand that my selling technique is awesome. 3 of them didn't work out, but I do not feel bad about it because now I have more confidence in what I'm doing. And now I'm working on trying to make 5 submittals a day instead of weeks. Let me hear it for my girl, Lorraine. Woo! Oh, man. Woo! Praise! Report! Woo! Lorraine, 5 submittals? Like, that's awesome. I'm so proud of you. Oh my gosh. Like, that's major. And yes, the more you submit, the better your write-ups will get. And I'm telling you, your write-ups is really what's going to make the difference whether or not that candidate gets an interview with that hiring manager. That write-up is everything. Okay? That is serious business right there. High five, high five, high five, high five. Woo! Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Shalonda said that is amazing. And I love the fact that she said, I did that in a week, but I can now see that I could actually do that in a day. And I'm going to tell you, your heavy hitter, big billers, they're doing somewhere between 5 and 7 submittals per day. I only require newbies to do 2 per day. So if you're doing 5 per day, honey bunny, and they're good submittals, quality ones, you'll go very far in this business. I am very, very, very proud of you. Very, very proud of you. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I like to clap still because that energy, I want y'all to feel that energy there. All right. Maria, there's a sample write-up in Staffingpreneurs Academy. There is also a sample write-up in Staffingpreneurs Splits. There's also a sample write-up within the manual and the owner's manual. And Trudy said, yes, she can. 5 per day is easy. She said, I am proud of you, Lorraine. Yes, that is exactly right. Yes, I love it. Thank you, Trudy. I love it when she gives it in to everybody else. I love that. Everybody who's saying Yasoma, she's another one. She's always cheering people on. I love that. Yes, and Shalonda and Tyra. Yes, thank you. Let's send that positive energy out to our fellow staffingpreneurs who are moving and creating activity in their businesses. Yes. Woo! Okay, let me go up. All right. We got another one. All right. So we've got, hold on. Here's another praise report. This is from Amanda. My candidate's interview for the pharmacy tech contract position went super well. We should have a decision in the next couple of days. And before I give her some love, let me say this. Those pharmacy tech positions, that was for the Ohio contract on the split sport. We sent out messages asking you guys to work them. We told you that the client was ready right now. Amanda saw that nobody was working these positions. Not one staffingpreneur submitted on that pharmacy tech, if I'm correct. So she started recruiting on that pharmacy tech position, and we will have a decision in the next couple of days. If you don't use it, you lose it. Amanda, way to go. Let me get some applause here. Woo! Yes, Amanda! Yes! Woo! Praise! not been drinking nothing but water with lemon and oranges and mint. Don't laugh at me. But I think that's great because you know what? When you snooze, you lose. You snooze, you lose, right? And that's exactly what some of you are doing with these positions. They're out there ready for you to handle. Albert and Michelle Rose have taken full advantage of the opportunities on the splits board, and they have a candidate going through the background check. Tayana taking full advantage, and yet her second candidate has started. Shalonda has received her check, candidate place. Alicia, candidate's place. You understand? There is money in this business. You just got to put the work in. You've just got to put the work in. People are making placements, not just on my splits board, but on other splits boards with their own clients. It is no reason whatsoever for you to be in this business and not have placements. If you're making submittals, you're making placements. If you're not making submittals, you're not making placements. Hello. All right, here we go. Soma says, I drink that too. I love the taste. Thank you. Trudy says, Amanda rocks. Trudy says, I did not see that one. She says, Soma says, go, Amanda, you rocked. Lorraine said, my daughter is so pumped over here. Carl says, I need some of those lemons. Amanda says, I just don't want to lose the clients. Soma says Amanda is awesome. So Amanda, you know, I don't know if she's going to be kind of like crazy mad at me for saying this, but one of the reasons why I'm doing Staffing Startup.tv is to bring new clients into Staffingpreneur Splits. I'm taking the same strategies that I'm teaching you guys, and I'm actually physically doing those strategies so that you can see that they work. So for everyone who's saying things don't work, I'm showing you that they do. Amanda is nervous that by us bringing these new candidates in, that nobody's going to work the jobs because we have over 300 jobs on the board. I mean, bringing new clients in, but that are not necessarily work. You know, bringing those job boards in, and you guys aren't working the jobs. So it's just a very important. You know, she's nervous. She's like, I'm just afraid we bring these clients in, they're not going to work it. What are we going to do? And I told her, I said, if the staffingpreneurs don't work it, we'll work it. We'll fill the positions because we're opening the opportunity. You can't ask for anything more. We're showing you how to start the niche recruitment and staffing agency business. We're showing you all the tools and resources that you need. We're giving you job orders for you to work. Oh my gosh. We're giving you IT job orders. We're giving you healthcare job orders. We're giving you accounting and finance job orders. We're giving you, I think there's some healthcare IT job orders. There are IT job orders. There are even some manufacturing job orders. There are retail job orders. There's so many job orders. We haven't even posted all the job orders, right? And for any of our clients, because we feel like it's an overkill if you guys aren't working them. So I'm telling you right now, if you are in this business and you started up, we're giving you an opportunity right now to work job orders and to grow your business. So make it happen. Great job, Amanda. I love it. Trudy says, Amanda, email me. I can help. I did not see that position. We've got another praise report, and then I'm going to come back because Amanda says her connection is in and out, so I'm going to do her section for her. Hold on one second. We have one more praise report coming through. What am I missing? And it is Trudy's, but okay, here it is. All right, this is our last praise report from what I can tell of the day, and then we'll do announcements, and then we'll roll out of here. I only got 8 minutes, so y'all time me, okay? All right, this is Trudy's. My son was announced the starting quarterback for Tulane University and had his first tailgate game last Thursday and did great. Woo! Yes. She also says we have 5 new contract hires, 3 submittals on the splits board, and gained 1 new client. Woo! Praise. I got to turn my applause up here. Woo! Praise. Report. Praise. Okay. I got real excited right there. Yes, I love it. Trudy singing over there. She is like, yes. Lorraine said, wow, Trudy. Oh, man. Trudy said, busy. I am work. She told me, work it, girl. Shalonda said, go, Trudy. Marcus says, I wish I can do it. Marcus, you can do anything you want to do, honey bunny. You can definitely do this. Soma says, wow, congrats, Trudy. You are doing amazing things. Trudy, congrats to your son. That is amazing as well. I am so happy to hear that. That's awesome. Hold on, Rashonda. I'm going to get back to you. Trudy says you can do it. Thank you so much. Yes, I love that. She is really getting it in. We've got a quick question. Ronaldo says, can you ask if a candidate is a U.S. citizen? No, you cannot legally. And a lot of them know that. So what you do is you ask them, are you legally able to work in the U.S. without sponsorship? That is how you ask. That is the legal way. And sometimes they say yes even when they're not. So if they say yes or no, it doesn't matter. As soon as they say respond, then at that point you can say, oh, okay, great. So you're a citizen. So but you've got to say, are you legally able to work in the U.S. without sponsorship? And they say yes. You say, oh, okay, so you're not H1, you're not green card, you're not EAD. Even though green card, you can still work. But I still say, so you're not H1, you're not EAD. And they'll say, oh, EAD or oh, H1. And then the H1, and of course, then it's not like that. I hope, Ronaldo, that was helpful. He said, I thought someone told me, I told someone just what you said, but I wanted to make sure. Yes, that's exactly true. Trudy said, E-Verify. That's 100% right. But before you even get to E-Verify, you might want to just ask, but she's right. E-Verify would help you there. Soma says, need an autograph, please. I love that, Soma. She is so sweet. Okay, awesome. Any more questions? Amanda says, whoa, my kids were looking your son up and telling their friends they know him. Oh, my oldest son, he's an author. He's like a comic book, he's going to kill me if he's watching this live. Not comic books, but kind of like, yeah, and he's published over 100 and something books, self-published a couple of lots of books, and has been quoted by Stan Lee. So he's really good at what he does. So yes, tell your babies that my baby is a little mini celebrity. Yes, that is so cute, Trudy. Thank you. Ronaldo, can you stop teasing me? He said, I love the praise report dance. Yeah, I guess y'all just getting it in, All right. I have 5 minutes before I can kidnap you. On YouTube, hey, YouTube. It says, are you allowed to work job orders before you start the business? I would not. I definitely would not work any job orders until I have a very strong foundation in my business. My business is set up with a strong foundation, and it's with marketing, branding, all of that stuff. It definitely needs to be in that space first. I hope that was helpful. The Academy, you go through the Academy. This is someone interested in signing up for the Academy. You go through the Academy, learn how to do it. I had a one-on-one client today. It was very interesting. I'm giving him specific steps on things to do, and he's telling me all these other things that he wants to do. And I'm saying, I'm trying to show you how to get to a win. I need you to do these particular things. Okay, D, I'm going to do these things, but I was thinking I should do this and I could go there. You haven't seen a success even at the basic level before you're going out there. You've got to do things on a basic level. So don't tell me that you finished the training and when I say now it's time to go out and to start reaching out and you don't have a strategy, or you don't know how to find candidates, or don't tell me you don't know how to find candidates. Okay, so what Boolean searches are you using? Oh, I don't know how to use Boolean search. Well, that sounds crazy because there's information in the Academy on it. There's information in the manual on it. There's information in Staffingpreneur Splits on it. There's information not just on the websites, but in the actual Facebook groups. There's information on the YouTube channels. Like, there's no way that anybody is going to tell me that they can't find any candidates when I put information out there everywhere. And even if you're not getting it from me, you're getting it from somewhere else. There is information out there for everyone. right? In this day and age, I told my hairstylist, I don't know what to do with my hair. She said, if you say it again, I'm going to bust you in your head. I was like, oh my gosh, that's like insane. She's like, D, YouTube is an online academy. She was like, if you don't know how to do something, you just go figure out how to do it. And I was like, okay, you're right. And I feel the same way about recruiting and staffing, especially when you're talking about finding candidates. There are so many different resources out there, not only that I have provided, but that are out there in general. You've got to go after those resources and utilize those resources in order for you to get the information that you need to find that specific candidate that you want. All right, so way to go. Also, Marcus, he says, I don't know where to start. Staffingpreneursacademy.com will give you step-by-step instructions, directions on how to get there. Yes, Gloria. Yes, she says, yep, we have YouTube Academy in our work. That's exactly right. You have YouTube Academy. That's exactly right. Okay, so really quickly, I want to do a few updates. I got 2 minutes. I don't know how I'm going to do that. But first, before I do the updates, I just want to just give a special shout out to all the failures that you guys, we need all claps. Now, all the failures that you guys have experienced over the last 2 weeks, all the successes that you've experienced over the last 2 weeks, I just want to say, woo! Yes! Yes! I feel that. Woo! All right. Woo! Woo! All right. Now that took 2 minutes to do, right? Okay, so some really quick updates, really quick. Y'all should be out of breath watching me. What am I missing? Hold on. One quick thing. So while I'm pulling up Amanda's report here, here it is. Right here. Okay, so submissions. Thank you, Sandra. Submissions from 8:25 to 9:07. Oh, these are still more praises. We've got Satish. I'm going to let this kind of ride a little bit. Here we go. I'm going to let this ride a little bit. These are all the submits on the splits board in the last, looks like week or so, 2 weeks. Here you go. Let's get it going. We've got Satish with 11 submittals. Renasha, 8 submittals. Tiffany, 5 submittals. Latasha Richardson, 4 submittals. Woo! Deanna Brown, 4 submittals. Woo! Trudy, 3 submittals. Woo! Tim Bush, 3 submittals. Woo! Lydia Hines, 3 submittals. Woo! Ashley Price, 3 submittles. Shalonda Savage, 2 submittals. Hold on, we got to keep going. We got to keep going. It's going. We've got Michelle Rhodes, 2 submittals and 1 potential placement background check pending. Woo! We got Tori Neal, 1 submittal. Yeah, Tiana Merity, 1 submittal. Woo! Star McBride, 1 submittal. Sharon Reed, 1 submittal. Deidre Orr, 1 submittal. Soma Savvy, 1 submittal. Woo! Yes! I'm talking about it. Yes, that's some serious activity over the last 2 weeks. That's what I'm talking about. Submittals lead to placements. Woo! All right, so hold on for a second. That was terrible. The seasons are changing. All right. Yes. Woo! Yes. Did I have to scream? Woo! It's got to get some screams up in there. All right. Okay. So Trudy wants to do a wave. She's about she ready to do a number 14 roll wave. I love that. That is so funny. Lorraine said, you guys have incorporated so much greatness into your kids, me included. My daughter, we're going into the 9th grade with honors and is working on her own invention, very hard on her own convention. Can we say what it is? We can't say what it is until she patents her invention. Yes, let me give Lorraine's baby girl a little bit of love here. Since we're giving little small shout outs. Yes! Woo! baby girl. Congratulations. That's what I'm talking about. I seeing our young people just getting it in. Yes, creating lives for themselves. All right, so now she said thanks. All right, awesome. So now really quickly, staffingstartup.tv. Please right now, everybody that's watching this, go to YouTube. Type in staffingstartup.tv and I want you guys to subscribe to my channel. I need 100 people to subscribe so that I can change the name of the URL to staffingstartup.tv. I can't do that until we get 100 subscribers. We have over 600 staffingpreneurs on the academy. That's like crazy. So if everybody just, went in and go into the YouTube search, I'm moving y'all around here because this is super duper duper important to us. I'm going to tell you a little bit about Staffingpreneur Splits here, but if you type in staffingstartup.tv, and I'll also post the link, the fake link that they have today, I'll post that in there. We have a playlist which is under my YouTube channel, but we have a full channel, staffingstartup.tv. And when you go in and do your search on YouTube, don't look for the playlist, look for the actual channel that says staffingstartup.tv, please. And let's go in and subscribe to the channel. We need 100 people so that I can change the URL. We officially launched the website during the first week of October. However, you'll see we are posting things every day. We're posting staffing industry news and staffing. I just did not say startup.tv. And you know what? It's so funny because I don't even know YouTube. Can you see? Let's see if you can see me. What else am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? Splits is doing great. We have more jobs than staffingpreneurs. and we want to bring more jobs in, but we want to see that you guys are working on the 300 jobs that are on the board. And so the jobs are there for you guys, to support you guys, to help you get experience, to get faster, to grow, to make money now, all that great stuff. So we definitely want to see you guys get involved in that. I'm kind of slow on the t-shirts, but they will be up live. When they are, you will know, so you can grab your t-shirts. Make sure that you are subscribing to all YouTube channels, okay? Because we want to support each other. And you guys should be, thank you, Montoya. The channel is Staffing Startup, staffingstartup.tv on YouTube. But it's Staffing Startup. I'm going to switch this over so you can see Facebook. Can you see that? Right there where it says channel, Staffing Startup. And so all I did was, in the search bar, I just did staffingstartup.tv, and then it came up for the channel, and then hit subscribe. Right now, we only have 3 subscribers. We need at least 100. So after you subscribe, tell a friend and tell them to go ahead and to subscribe as well. If I could really use your guys' help. We're family. We should be supporting each other the way we like each other's Facebook page and things like that. I want you to do the same thing. This is going to help grow your business. Thank you, Montoya. He said he's doing it now. I appreciate you. Namaste. He gave me love. I had to give him some back. And that's what it's all about. Okay. What else am I missing? Am I missing anything else? Next Q&A call is the Wednesday after next. It is a closed Q&A call. Have your questions ready. We are going to have our Q&A calls also. There will be a channel on iTunes for you guys. And we also have the audio book coming out as well it's kind of like the Academy, but it's all the videos that are in the Academy that are going to be in an audio space with some bonus videos. So be prepared for that. I know Horace is waiting on that. That's coming out very shortly. And we are getting ready for one last boot camp. Okay, so now I'm closing out. So for all my staffingpreneurs who are, I just want to say thank you for being here. Anybody who's brand new, my name is Dee Williams. I show individuals, professionals, how to start their very own niche recruitment and staffing agency business. I encourage you to go to staffingpreneursacademy.com, spelled just the way you say it, staffingpreneursacademy.com, and to sign up for the Basic Plus package, because it's your business in a box. Okay. And that will give you full training on how to make this happen. In addition, we have one more live boot camp that we're doing this year. This is going to be the most magnificent boot camp ever. I am working on live guests. So we're going to have live guests on day 2 and day 3. Hold on one second. Lyric, can you come here for a second? Because I've got notes. And this is going out, I think, tomorrow or Friday. So we've got live guests coming. We're going to have somewhat of a different training for all staffingpreneurs who have been to a boot camp. If you have already been to a boot camp, you can attend this last boot camp for free. The only thing you have to do is to get your pay for your flight and your hotel, but you do not have to pay to enter. If you are brand new and you want to join in on the boot camp, the cost is $999. If you are lucky enough to be in my 6-figure staffing startup group, we had a 6-figure staffing program that was somewhat similar to the Academy with some minor differences in there. We're scrapping that entire program and revising it all the way from scratch. And it's going to be a little bit more for advanced users and not newbies, okay? So while we're doing this, what we're going to do is a 3-day sale. We're going to cut the cost of the 6-figure staffing program in half for the next 3 days, and then we're shutting that site down, or actually forwarding it to Staffingpreneurs Academy. So anybody who wants to get in on that 6-figure program, you need to do it now. That does come with a boot camp ticket. And I believe, do not quote me on this, that it also comes with a couple of months of access to Staffingpreneur splits. You will have 3 days. Once that's it, then we're revising the program, and you guys are going to have to wait for the new program to come along, and the price will be different. So I just wanted to let you know. So that's coming out very soon. So get your coins ready, because if you've been waiting, I saw a lot of feedback in that group where people said that they have not gotten started because of the finances. Well, we're slashing it in half. You're going to get a little bit of everything for that price. And we want to get you guys in before we start the setup. Y'all see, I am on fire. I've got strategies on my ceiling, and I'm all about doing what I say I'm going to do. So if y'all are on board, then you better get on, you better get on the train. I did not put the location out for the last boot camp. I think it's going to be in Atlanta, because it'll just make it easier for me in my home state. However, I am definitely open to suggestions. So if it's somewhere that you guys want me to be and everybody wants to fly there, then we can go. So you guys tell me where you want me to be, Ronaldo. Are you telling us where you want me to be? Olivia said Philadelphia. I see Bourbon Street in New Orleans. I see Denver. I see DC. I don't know, where am I going to be? Y'all tell me where I need to be. Somebody said St. Simons, Georgia. Where should I be? Oh my, Virginia. YouTube is telling me I need to be in Virginia. Where should this be? Denver. Ronaldo said Philly is cool too. So you guys got to tell me, where should D go? Because y'all know I'll hop on a plane in a heartbeat. Hampton Roads, Virginia is where they said I should be. I like it. Asheville, North Carolina. Oh, Vegas. I would like Vegas. Now, who's ready to go to Vegas? Florida. I mean, we had one scheduled for Florida and Miami. Trudy said Vegas. Who's down for the Vegas area? I wouldn't mind doing the last boot camp in Vegas. Everybody's saying Vegas. Put some hearts in Facebook if you want to see Vegas. Who's down for Vegas? Ching ching. Yes. Okay, so maybe we'll do Vegas. So it's open right now here. We're open. We're trying to figure out where we're going to do the last boot camp. Oh, Deshaun said not Vegas D. We'll let you know. I think it's probably going to be in Atlanta unless we can all collectively find a location from the academy. We can collectively find a location, and then we can go from there. Trudy said what goes on in Vegas stays in Vegas. That's great. So I think that's all of my announcements for tonight. If you like this video, wherever you're watching it, please hit the like button, hit the heart button. Let everyone know that you love this. Please share this video. Please share. Inspire another entrepreneur. Inspire another entrepreneur to step out of their comfort zone, okay? Ronaldo, we're going to do it in October, the end of October, early November. Please like this video. So thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, keep a close eye on me on social media. Deshaun said Denver before the snow. You know I'm not used to that snow. You know that, right? I absolutely just want to say Wednesdays are one of my favorite days of the week because I get an opportunity to be myself. I get an opportunity to shake my maracas, to play some Kool in the Gang, to, give some applause, whether it's online or whether it's physically. I get an opportunity to share some amazing energy with some of the most amazing entrepreneurs on this planet, some of the most amazing staffingpreneurs on this planet. And I just want to take a moment before we close out to just say thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for sharing your energy. Thank you so much for sharing your space. I really appreciate you. I will see you guys for the next Q&A call. 2 weeks from now, every other Wednesday. Please subscribe to staffingstartup.tv on YouTube. There are videos flying out literally like every day at least we'll have some type of new video going up. I absolutely love you. Visit staffingpreneursacademy.com. Visit staffingpreneursplits.com. I absolutely love you. Y'all have a great day. Love, light, shine. Wow! This is a great call. Okay. This is a great session. I love you. Mwah, mwah. I love you guys. I'll see you later. Updates. Yes, Lorraine. Thank you, y'all. I love you. Thank you so much. Bye, Facebook. I love you. Okay, let me finish Facebook out. Yes. Okay. Let me get it. Bye-bye, Selma. Love you. Thanks, Lorraine. Thanks, Trudy. Thanks, Ronaldo. Thanks, Deshaun. Thanks, Patricia. Thanks, Sharon. Thanks, Maria. Thanks, Ms. Rollins. Thanks, Patricia. Thanks, Lydia. Thanks, Lorraine. Thanks, Latasha. Thanks, Jackie. Thanks, Giselle. Thanks, Doreen. Thanks, Deshaun. Thanks, Dawn. Thanks, Amanda. Woo! Did I get it right? Thank you, guys. I love you guys. Y'all have a great night. Yes. Okay. Now it's just you and I, YouTube. Yes. Now we can have time to kind of play. Do you guys have any additional questions that you may want to ask tonight before we end this call? I'm so thankful that you guys are here. I was just kind of talking loud. I'm going to pull my screen over here. I'm so thankful for your interaction. I'm so thankful you guys are here. We do this call every 2 weeks. And, if you don't have any questions, thanks so much. But I just want to thank you for your attendance. And you guys have an absolutely amazing night. Start your own niche recruitment and staffing agency business is the best way to go. Bye.